What is up, guys? We're here with another slow draft someday. We're on the clock with 3 minutes left in this one. We got 20 minutes left in the next one, then we got a couple hours on the next couple. So we're gonna do four of these right now. First off, in this one, we're on pick 155. We have some falling value in Keaton Mitchell, Daniel Jones, both well after ADP. We got two picks here. We already got four running backs with Cook, Irving, Harvey, and Brooks. We got Lad McConkey on the Chargers, but we don't have anything else that kind of goes with the Chargers. We don't really need another running back. We had queued a bunch of tight ends and Aaron Rodgers that we had queued up here. Why do we have those queued up? Okay, Aaron Rodgers. I was doing this on a couple teams. Aaron Rodgers would be a backstack to Tate. And that we did Higgins Stroud here probably instead of taking Ward, because we did this in a couple drafts, I felt like. Let's see if this guy's got Ward over to our right. He doesn't. Oh, Ward. Okay. So we did Higgins Stroud, let Ward go. And now on the way back around here, plan would be to take Aaron Rodgers along with the tight end. Is Aaron Rodgers the next best available tight end? No, Daniel Jones is. This is tough. I love taking ADP value. Daniel Jones doesn't really sync up with anything else I got going. He's got the Achilles thing going on. Sadiq is still available. So is Hawkinson. Are these based on ADP right now? No, they're based on ADP. Hawkinson stacks up with Kyler Murray. Sadiq's a bringback. I think Hawkinson's probably the better pick than Sadiq, if you ask me. Is Sadiq rising or falling, or is it? I don't see either of them there. We're going to take Hawkinson for the stack here with 20 seconds to spare, and then probably like Rodgers with the next pick. Because then Rodgers opens up another, like a bunch of tight ends and QBs too, or tight ends and a wide receiver, tight end, two tight ends. Tennessee, it opens up the Tennessee tight end. It opens up the Pittsburgh tight end. It also opens up over here, at the very least, Bernard, which I think is a great pick. You could also argue that it opens up Calvin Ridley, which I don't think is as good of a pick, especially listening to what other people have to say. We'll see what this guy does with his picks. He could go. Could he just take he only has four running backs. He took his even earlier than me. So I don't think he'll take the running back. I mean, he could. He's such a good value. I wouldn't. He's already got two QBs. He got them earlier than me. He could go with a tight end as well. We've got Loveland. He could do anything as well. We're both in kind of positions where we could do whatever we want here with our picks. Okay, next one. 22 minutes left. No one queued up in this one. Montgomery is I guess, the best based on ADP. What do we got going on here? Okay, this was the one. We'll get McLaurin here. This is the one where we're actually like a zero RB build here. We wanted Tootin is who we wanted here to go with McLaurin for like the Washington Jacksonville bring back, and then ideally get Jayden Daniels with this pick here. That's not going to happen now, obviously. So the question is, what do we do with this next pick now? Part of me is thinking just go with the best available is what is part of me is thinking. And David Montgomery, what do they have to say about David Montgomery? A punishing run game. Having two running backs on the field at the same time is what they're saying as well, potentially. Okay. I don't think, I mean, I haven't drafted a whole lot of David Montgomery, although other people are on him and on him pretty darn high. Is David Montgomery rising or falling on DraftKings? He's doing neither. He would make sense on this team. We could go Swift if we wanted to. I mean, we could do any of these players. Judkins. No one like makes any like definitive sense. Bucky Irving kind of does, I guess. We're not going to do that though. Bucky Irving would kind of be a bring back to Puka. We don't need to do that though. I think we're just going to take David Montgomery, best available. Get a player that we haven't drafted a lot at, slightly past ADP, and kind of at least hopefully get some volume at running back for our first running back. Then I think we'll come around with our next pick and take, hopefully, if he's available, Jayden Daniels. And then after that, it's kind of like, do we do a Dak Prescott to get our second QB, which I haven't done really much at all with George Pickens? Or do we go and grab another position? Like there's other running backs that are available at that point in time. A lot of times, like Pollard, Stevenson, Warren are available at that point, which are not bad RB2s on a team like this. Maybe there's something else that's interesting as well. Who knows? Um, yeah, there's Pollard, Warren, there's Dak Prescott. And then and Stafford goes way early in here too at 89. So really it's kind of one of those things where once we get to the next, if we go Montgomery here, we go, um, Jayden Daniels here, then it's really a question of, do we like, and we can see what goes on over here too, because this guy's got AJ Brown and Colston Loveland, but he's also got Lamb and Williams. So if he goes, for example, Caleb Williams, Drake May here, which I don't think he will, but if he did that, then we know that Dak Prescott might actually make it to 93. But if he doesn't do that, then we know that he's definitely not making it to 93. And then we got to go and take him at 93 before the Adams drafters does, assuming he goes there. So if we don't get Dak here, so it's either like Dak, boom, boom. So if we get Dak here, we're still only at one running back. So it's like Dak, and then we can get our Jonathan Brooks if we want to, or or if we skip Dak, we go Matthew Stafford here, and then Blake Corum here to get the double on the Rams, which is also a possibility. Um, this would be like either Corum or Brooks here. Probably no matter what. If we go Stafford here, if we go if we go if we go Dak here, then this still could be Brooks as like our third or fourth running back, depending on what's available at 93. So we're talking this out. I think that's what makes the most sense. I do like the idea of stacking up Puka. I just don't like the cost of Matthew Stafford. I like the idea of stacking up Pickens. I just don't like the cost of Dak Prescott. So that's kind of the thing that stinks about when you grab those players is you got to pay the price for the quarterbacks if you want to stack it up. We do have Brock Bowers, so we could do like a try to not grab one of these quarterbacks, knowing that we want to get later quarterbacks. That's not a bad idea. Also, I kind of like that one the most. We were one pick away from missing Nico Collins here, which would have been sweet instead. Okay, we're gonna go and take David Montgomery with this pick, and then hopefully Jayden Daniels with the next pick, and then we'll figure it out from there. As we talk it through, I'm thinking that maybe um, pushing our second quarterback till later, depending on what we do, and then trying to do like a Jayden Daniels, Fernando Mendoza, and something else stack. If if or or this one probably wouldn't work, but um if we do push Stafford on 100, could he get back to 117? I think he should be able to, but the chances of actually happening would be pretty slim. Okay, whatever. We talked it through. We're just going David Montgomery with this pick though, and we'll figure out the rest as we go. First running back off the board for us, or on our team, off the board, whatever. Okay, next up, we got Michael Penix queued up on this one. There's another Jayden Daniels team. When Jayden Daniels falls, it's hard. And oh, Jayden Daniels, Terry McLaurin team. And Nico Collins on this one. We took him in the second round, it looks like, not the third round. I think this is one where I felt like afterwards I should have taken, like this one where I was thinking like, oh, Tootin was the pick. Let's see, was this the one? No, this was definitely not the one because we got Terry McLaurin in the fifth round on this one. This is a fun team so far. Chase, Collins, Love in the third. I like it. Jacobs at the end of the fourth. I like it. Terry McLaurin in the fifth. I like it. Jayden Daniels to stack up. I like it. I took Henderson here. Probably should have just taken Pollard. I like Pollard so much more. I mean, I took Stevenson here. I meant I like Pollard so much more. I was just trying to do something different. Looking at how much the start of this draft is fun. I don't know why this is the one that we do something different in. And it's 2-11, week 11 buys. We do get Rachaad White falling on this one. We skipped on Brooks for Addison at 99. One, two, three. If we go, oh, because we wanted White. Okay, that makes sense. Did we pick up, was White our fifth run? And then we took Allen down here as our fifth running back. If we take Brooks here, then we end up with like a Golden or something like that. I think that's fine the way we did this. Oh, or if we take Brooks here, Casey Concepcion is who we end up with like this pick instead, maybe. He went all the way over here, 131. Lucky that guy. His team's looking pretty good. It's looking good. Okay. Um, we're at the end of the draft. I have Penix queued up, probably because I've picked Pitts here. I took Zachariah Branch here to make it like a double. So it's kind of like, and then I was going to either get like Tua or Penix, assuming one of them made it to us. And so the question is, what do we do with these last picks? I have a very balanced team overall. We don't need a tight end. We have 7 wide receivers, and we started wide receiver with another one in the fifth, which is really a fourth round value. We don't need another wide receiver. Running back, we have rookie potential potential suspension, a 1A, 1B, a 1A, 1B maybe. So I like her, and then a backup for sure. I if I knew that Lloyd was going to go at 199. Oh no, we got maybe Lloyd was the pick just to shore up our running back room in a way that Bryce Allen doesn't shore it up. I mean, we take Brooks at the end of the draft as a sixth running back. This one could use a sixth running back. It doesn't need it, but I don't need anything. We have 3 picks left. We could go QB, running back, wide receiver, do a traditional 3-6-8-3. And Noel probably makes the most sense here. Not as much upside as like Bell or Hurst, but he does stack up on this team. It makes it a double with the potential slot guy. He's getting more buzz apparently relative to Dell. So that's not a bad click. I think we're just going to take Penix here because I don't think we care a whole lot who our next pick is. But I think we definitely want Penix. And not definitely. We got fine quarterback room. But I do like the idea of Penix on here with the double. I think he starts by the end of the year. Let's do it. Michael Penix. We'll let those two guys do whatever they want to do. This guy only does have 2 QBs, so he could have taken a third QB as well. It might be a Cleveland guy though, so might be Sanders. We got one more I think we're gonna do here. We got Jalen Coker queued up on this one. Why? One guy that's kind of AFK potentially on auto. Oh, this guy took KC Concepcion right here. I'm sure that would have been, yeah, that definitely would have been my pick with Indianapolis there. We got 4 running backs, Gibbs, Swift, Brooks, and White. Oh, there's another Jayden Daniels team. Okay. Was that like Jayden Daniels on 3 of the teams? I think it was on 3 of the teams. Okay. Everything else looks different on the teams, though, for the most part, so that's nice. This is an interesting one. We got Coker queued up here. We only have one. Oh, it's McBride, so it's a really good tight end. Um, so this is what's interesting. We got Coker queued up, and that opens up Bryce Young. We also have Josh Downs. So, like, I'm thinking through the next, and then we got Jayden Daniels. There's Chig also around that same place, right in between those two, it looks like. And then you also have the Jacksonville bringbacks that are all in this area too, right after, and then somewhere a little further because he's not really rising. And where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Did he get taken already? I can't imagine. Oh, there he is, Travis Hunter. Yeah, a couple picks after Strange. So basically, if we take Coker here, which we do need a wide receiver, we could take like Aaron Jones, or Travis Kelce, who are falling a bit, or Baker Mayfield wouldn't be a stack for us. So I don't think we would do that. Um, Likely and Goddard and Ferguson are all, interesting picks, kind of. We don't need that. We have relatively strong wide receivers, even though they're a little later. What's the Tet drafter got going on? Where's the Tet drafter? Right here. So he's already got two. Oh, he's the auto drafter. At 126 and 139, there's a chance that he ends up with another QB. Also, that would be a something we don't want to look at. We'd want to look at. He could end up with any of these QBs here. I guess what I'm thinking is Bryce Young sometimes is the quarterback that falls. We also have Aaron Rodgers who could pair with DK Metcalf, which is kind of fun, but not fun. I think Aaron Rodgers works better with Bernard or Pittman or Warren or Freiermuth than DK Metcalf. Just the downfield throws aren't really his thing as much. So this isn't the most fun pick, DK Metcalf here. But if we take Jalen Coker, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks for 2 spots, which is unfortunate. These are the last of the Jacksonville guys. Chig is a super interesting pick. Not only does he stack up, we're just gonna go Jalen Coker, I think, and figure out the next one. We need wide receivers. He's a good value. I think that's what we're gonna do here. And then because there's just so many options later on, and we don't know what's gonna be back. Jalen Coker, put it on the board. See you on the next one. Peace.